Okay, good afternoon, student athletes and parents. This is Mr. Morton, the athletic director here at school, and we would like to take the opportunity to talk with you today about some of the protocols that are in place and will be in place for Monday when practices start here at school. As you know, we're going to re-enter to interscholastic athletics, but we have to do it safely. And then after meeting with the board last Tuesday, we discussed several things that are important. Number one is that Mr. Bartosik has put together the app to be able to do the screening online before you come to school. So you'll have to fill out your name, the date, and then all the pertinent information on the app so that you get to campus here. You'll be able to then be thermal screened. So for swimming, we're going to ask that the swimming team comes in through the front door, the same as the teachers do in the morning, and then go directly to the swimming area. Coach Jack will have the locker rooms ready to go, and I'm sure he'll be meeting with you as well to discuss the details of swim. For soccer, for modified and varsity, tennis, and cross country, we are going to be meeting at the bus garage. So when you show up to campus, you need to go into the bus garage. There is a camera there. It'll take your temperature. Once that's completed and you're safe to go, then you can just go to your practice. Obviously, the soccer team will go up to the soccer fields, and the tennis team will come over to the tennis courts, and Mr. Jones will have his cross-country team assembled up on the by the tennis courts or somewhere around there, right, Coach?
Yep.
So a lot of things to take into place for our fall athletes. We feel it's so important that we do this right so that we don't have an issue going forward for our winter, fall, and spring sports that are going to happen later in the year. So we want to make sure that when you do come, all our coaches are going to be equipped to give you a water bottle. We don't want you sharing that water bottle. If you want to bring more than one, you're welcome to do that. You're going to need a mask. At this point, the district is purchasing athletic face masks for competition. But until we receive those, we're going to expect that you have your own mask with you, and it'll need to be worn at all times. Coaches will have that discretion if you need a mask break to be able to socially distance to get that in if it's necessary. While you're on the field, we need you to social distance as much as it should be, and that's 6 feet. For tennis, with my own students, athletes, when we get there, I'll have the protocol spelled out for what we'll be doing as far as all the tennis balls and how we're going to use those and the safety of picking those up. And we're going to have hand sanitizer for every coach, wipes. We'll be taking hand sanitizer breaks to wash your hands, wiping things down to stay healthy and safe. Each coach will specifically spell out what's necessary for their groups. As far as busing is concerned, social distancing will be happening on the buses as well. And face mask must be worn at all times. At the AD's meeting today, we'll be screening all our kids before they leave to go to a contest, and some schools want to screen you when they get to their school. I think just a couple were saying that. Spectator-wise, your coaches will talk to you, but we're allowed to have 2 spectators from each household. And we will probably discuss that further as we get closer to the season. Swimming, we've talked about, our superintendent has asked that we don't have any spectators, only because the area is so small that we can't accommodate spectators up in the mezzanine. And we'll be looking to probably house our opposing team in the mezzanine, and then have, whenever the event that is going to be swim, they'll come down, swim the meet or swim that event, and then go back to the mezzanine. But again, your coach will talk to you more about that specifically as we start on Monday. I'm going to go around and have each coach speak specifically about their sport, and then when they're done, and they'll go on to the next person. Our varsity soccer coach for girls this year is Mrs. Hill, and so I'm going to turn this over to Mrs. Hill to let her discuss some of the protocols that she'll have in place for soccer. Mrs. Hill?
Hey, Lady Warriors, we can't wait to have you to practice on time on Monday. If you are on our list for signups already, you'll be receiving an email to me. Actually, by the time you're watching this, the email will have already been sent with all specific details. So I'm not even going to talk about that. So come prepared with your mask, with your water, with an awesome attitude, and we can't wait to get started. Directly below me, you can see Miss Sam Dry, who is our modified girl coach, and beneath her is Coach Furlong, and we will all be together on Monday. One other thing, and I'll let them add anything that they would like to add. If there are any Lady Warriors out there who are wanting to try out to play either modified or varsity soccer and are not on our list, please feel free to get a hold of us. You can find our contact information on the website. So can't wait to see you guys on Monday.
Thank you, Mrs. Hill. Miss Dry, would you like to have a few words for your modified crew?
I think Miss Hill pretty much said it all. Just be there, be ready to practice at 3:45 at the bus garage to get scanned in, and we'll start right at 4 o'clock.
Thank you, Miss Dry. Very good. Mrs. Furlong, do you have anything to add to the conversation for your soccer students?
Just reiterating what Miss Hill said, and can't wait to see you guys.
Thank you, Mrs. Furlong. With that, we're going to shift over to our swimming coach, Mr. Jerbeck, and I will like to introduce him, and he can give you some rundowns of the swimming protocols that he'll have ready for you on Monday.
Sure. Hi, everybody. So like soccer, I'll be sending out a mass email to everybody who has been signed up for swim. If you have not signed up already and would like to join the team, please email me. And again, my contact information is on the website. Practice starts at 3:30. It runs until 5, and I'm really excited. I'll see you guys on on Monday.
Thank you, Mr. Jerbeck. Some of our modified coaches that are involved, we are starting a cross-country program. It's not something that we've never had before, but we haven't had it probably since the 1980s. And Mr. Jones is now going to resurrect our cross-country program, and we are starting out with a modified program. And we do have a schedule put together, and I will introduce Mr. Jones as our new modified cross-country coach, and he will explain some of his protocols for Monday as well. Mr. Jones?
Yep. Hey guys, like they explained earlier, modified cross country, we need to get numbers, we need to get people signed up. Our first practice will be Monday as well. We're going to meet at the bus garage at 3:45. If you're not sure what cross country is, basically it's a 1.5 mile trail race for modified. Hopefully sometime in the future we'll be able to do varsity, and that's a 3.1 mile race. But for right now it's just modified. So anybody that's in 7th, 8th, or 9th grade could run. We have girls team and boys team. So if you're interested, you can contact myself or Levi or either Mr. Bartosik or Mr. Moten. You get signed up. Hope to see you Monday.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jones. I would like to say that if you've had difficulty of trying to sign up online, I know I've had a few emails from parents and students trying to sign up online, does not mean that you cannot sign up. Certainly send me an email. I can let the coaches know if you want to join their team, and then we can work out the details of getting that online, when we get you here to school. For those of that don't know, I am the tennis coach for the girls, and we will start on Monday as well. Same protocols as soccer and cross country. We will meet at the bus garage, do the scanning, and then of course we will meet on the tennis courts and to explain all the things that are necessary for us to stay safe in the tennis world. For those of you that don't know Mr. Bartosik, he's our assistant athletic director. and he's working closely with me to make sure that all things are in place so that we can have a successful fall season and be able to transition into our winter, fall, and spring seasons. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Bartosik if he has some things that he would like to add to this. Mr. Bartosik?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Morton. Hi, guys. Just to reiterate, you need to fill out your COVID assessment form. That'll be on your class pages starting Monday under Warrior Success class. You have to be screened at a thermal scanner at one of the main entrances. You have to have a mask. Those three things are non-negotiable. Make sure that you take care of those. When you come prepared. Our locker room situations are going to be tricky. We're going to get through it together. We will make this work. Also, just want to reiterate what the coaches have mentioned about players and other sports. You're allowed to sign up for sports even if they coexisted with a fall sport in the past. We want as many student athletes participating as possible this fall. Don't be afraid to come out and try something. Maybe you haven't in the past. We're here for you. We will make it work for you. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Bartosik. I want to thank all the coaches for being here today. And I want to wish all our coaches as much success as we can find in this fall season. We're excited to have our student athletes coming back to school finally, to be able to have the seasons that we got cut short on last year. I know we're all excited as coaches. Hopefully you're excited as athletes. We're looking for a fun, exciting, and successful fall. We can't wait either. So best of luck to everybody. Thank you for listening, and see you guys all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.